All right, welcome everyone to the latest episode of NapKim Map. Hi, Napping Ood. Thank you so much for joining. Um, we will be playing some Balatro today, and I'll probably apologize if my friend Kat comes in today, but I do apologize for missing my stream on Tuesday. My internet went out, and I was trying to do everything I could to cancel the stream so you all wouldn't see them pop up. But unfortunately, even though I was standing in the middle of a field to try and cancel the YouTube one, it didn't. But I'm here now, and my internet going out is few and far between. So I apologize. I didn't forget. I love being here and playing this with you all. So thank you so much. We will go ahead and switch over. And let me actually switch to our tracking dock so we can figure out what we want to do next. Now, last time we made it to the yellow deck and won, and we didn't go into endless. That was intentional. So I'm going to start a new run, and let's play green deck today. So let me go ahead and start this. Copy paste values so we get the start time, and also copy paste the date. And I will do green deck, white stake, and switch over to Balatro, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so starting with an investment tag is really nice. I think we're going to go ahead and skip that. And getting $5 per skipped blind for the speed tag. Let's go ahead and skip that, get some money going, and go ahead and play the club. So I'm going to get rid of my pair of fours. And now we have a full house. And get rid of those. We have a two pair, but it's not gonna get us enough point or enough chips to do well. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of our queen and jack because they are debuffed. So we do have a two pair right now, so we'll go ahead and play that. All right, now we have a straight. That was lucky. And that'll get us enough to move on to the next ante. And one of the things about the green deck, if you actually, it doesn't have that information here, so we'll see it next time. I'll explain that how the green deck differs from some of the other ones. So we get Jolly Joker for playing a pair, and Mystic Summit, which plays if there's 0 discards remaining. Because we want to, oh, there we go. If you click on the deck, it tells you. So you get $2 per remaining hand and $1 per remaining discard, but you don't get any interest. And so I don't really want to be using Mystic Summit. So I'm going to go ahead and get Jolly Joker. And let's see. Definitely going to get my Magician to get some lucky cards. Going to open up and get Jupiter. And we could get Wii, which gets 8 chips every time you play a 2. I think I'm going to skip Wii. Alright. We're going to get Burnt Joker. So you upgrade the level of the first discarded poker hand every round. And so this is actually great for building a either high card or pair build, where that's what you play the majority of your hands trying to get. So we'll go ahead and go to the next round. Holographic, spectral. We'll go ahead and play the small blind. So I'm going to be fun, and I'm going to discard my 2-pair. So Burnt Joker will level up my 2-pair. Because I do play 2 pairs a lot. We have an open-ended almost straight, and then a pair of queens. Let me actually convert those to lucky cards. Now let's play our 2-pair, because we leveled that up, and see if that plus our Jolly Joker will get us enough. Yes. Good mental math. All right. Let's go ahead and get Mad Joker and Sly Joker. And I'm going to go ahead and get the Jumbo Arcana because we don't need to keep it above 25 for interest. And let's use Judgment and see how good we've been. All right, the duo. So we get ×2 multi if played hand contains a pair. So our jokers are actually lining up really well for pairs and 2 pairs. So that's probably what we're going to focus on. Let's get our spectral pack. So if we destroy 5 random cards, we get $20. And we can convert all cards to a single random suit. I think I'll use Immolate and hope that it doesn't get and it got my queen. I knew that was going to happen, but it's okay. So we have a 2-pair. We have almost a flush. Actually, let me discard our 2 so we can upgrade Burnt Joker at least with something. And then this may be enough to get us, especially with the duo. Yeah. So I don't ever want to leave any I want to make sure that I use at least 1 discard when I have Burnt Joker. So that way we level up at least 1 poker hand. Right. I'm going to go ahead and get Pluto. And I think I'm going to sell Sly Joker. And I think we can go ahead and get Mime. Get my blank voucher. And this Joker won't work in this deck because we're not earning any interest in this deck, so this Joker would be useless. So we're going to skip that. And Scary Face, I think I like what we have right now. Alright, always skip the negative tag unless it's right before the boss blind in ante 8. So we have a 2-pair. So I'm going to go ahead and discard to level up at least a high card. We do have a flush. Let's see, our 2-pair is 64 and our flush is 56. So because we will get a lot more chips from all of the jokers we have, I'm going to go ahead and play the 2-pair and get rid of that 4. That should be more than enough. Yeah. All right. So 8 ball. Every time we play an 8, we get a 1 in 4 chance of creating a tarot card. All right, open up our buffoon pack. Bus, not super useful right now. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Mime because he's not going to do anything for us right now, and hope that he shows back up later. I'm going to go ahead and get Venus. And then we'll get Mercury. We'll get Pluto again. Pluto's going to get leveled up real fast, especially with Burnt Joker. Okay, so I have to be careful. We can only play one hand. So we do have a straight. However, we won't get anything from any of our jokers by playing a straight, so we don't want to do that. And so we definitely need to play 2 pair. So we have 9s and 8s. I'm going to get rid of those. So now we do have a full house. That's 44. Our 2 pair is going to be higher than that anyways. So we can go ahead and stick to the 2 pair. That should be more than enough given our setup of jokers. All right. Odd Todd or Fortune Teller. It's not really going to get us what we want right now. I'm going to go ahead and level up straight. And our 2 pair. I'm going to wait until the next round to potentially get that. So we can get a free rare joker, double our money. I'm going to go ahead and play. So we have a 2 pair right off the bat. 2 pairs. So I'm going to get rid of those so we can level up our pair. And then we got another 2 pair. And that should be enough, but getting rid of the 2 just in case. Yeah. Alright, shortcut, which won't work with how we're building. You can go ahead and get the chariot. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of juggler and get we'll get misprint. We've been using smiley face a lot, and misprint can be clutch sometimes. I think I'll go ahead and skip that and double our money. So we're going to discard 2 random cards per hand played. So we do have a 2 pair. I'm going to go ahead and discard so we get the burnt joker, and our 2 pair 100 by 6 is definitely higher than our full house. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. I'm going to make our 9 of spades steel card. It might get discarded anyways, but we can do our best. Yeah. Alright, not quite enough, but we do have another 2 pair. And because we played 2 8s, we got 2 chances at 8 ball, and we got 2 tarot cards out of that. Which, the odds of that happening are very low. And hey, it happened. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to sell the moon because we're not doing a flush build, and then I'm going to use hermit always. Get an extra discard. Let's see. Temperance will give us $18. Or we could level up some of our cards. I'm going to go ahead and get Temperance. And I'm going to go ahead and get the Hermit. Mo money, mo problems. Skip both of those. We only have one steel card. So it's not quite worth it yet, especially for how we're building. Even though we're playing a two-pair pair build, it's always good to have some of your other hands leveled up at least a little bit, just in case you get to the blind where you aren't allowed to do repeat hands. This would have been great if we had smiley face, but that's okay. Go ahead and use that, and then I'm gonna reroll one more time. So we'll get Mercury. We haven't discovered this guy yet, but I think we're on a solid path right now. Go ahead and skip to level up some of our planet cards a little bit more, and we'll do pair and two pair. So we do have a pair. Let me go ahead and discard those. Now we have a two pair. And we have two more chances at creating random turrets. And it happened again. Full, and we can recreate our last played turret card. So our pair should be leveled up enough where playing this will for sure get us on to the next round. I'm going to go ahead and play the Fool. Level up our two pair. Go ahead and get the ace with the blue seal to create more planet cards potentially. And then Ceremonial Dagger will not really be great for us right now. Gross, Michael! Let's go ahead and get rid of Misprint and get Gross Michael and hope that he doesn't disappear on the next hand. Showman makes it so that other cards can appear multiple times. I think I'm going to pass on him right now. Riffraff is great earlier in a run. Alright, I'm going to go ahead to the next round. And let's hope that we have enough to make it past our extra large blind. So I'm going to get rid of some of our lower cards. So we have 3 of a kind. Now we have 2 pair. So we could do 2 pair. And another 2 pair. Got a tarot card. Possibly right when we need it, because we have a pair, but we also have a flush. Our pair is 85-7 and our flush is 65-8. So let's go ahead and play our pair, and I'm going to make our 9 a glass joker. I'll get rid of my 3. And so we have, our options are a pair or a flush or a high card. We definitely, because we have the duo, Mad Joker and Jolly Joker, we need to play the pair. That'll optimize our scoring. And it was not enough for the wall. And that's okay. So we're going to track this as, let me switch over to our other, a loss. And that's okay. We finish that up and save that. Now, let's try green deck again and see what we can do. So I'll go ahead and, oh, let me copy down the seed first before I go away, because that is sometimes difficult to get back to. And let me copy down 15132 is our best hand. We played 2 pairs the most. Played 66 cards, 41 discards, 30 purchases. Rerolled 11 times, 6 new discoveries. Made it to ante 5, round 9. Defeated by the wall. Had $34 left over. And didn't get any achievements. And because we didn't win, I'm not going to track the jokers, because that's the jokers that are getting a sticker. And I don't believe we unlocked anything. Alright, so let's try green deck again. Go ahead and copy paste that time and switch over to Balatro and hope that our work pans out a little bit better. You win some and you lose some. Foil tag, polychrome tag. So let's go ahead and play our first. I'm gonna discard, and that way we get a straight, and that'll be enough to make it past the small blind. If you have a straight in your small blind and your round score just needs to be 300, as long as you have a straight that starts with a queen, then you'll have enough to make it through by playing one hand. We're going to go ahead and get raised fist. And we're going to skip to get a polychrome. All right. So we have almost a straight, but not really. Almost a flush, but not really. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. And that gives us some more options. So we do have 4 cards towards a flush. We have almost a straight, and we do have 4 tens left. But I don't really want to rely on that happening. The odds of that are lower than some others. So I'm going to try and go for a flush while keeping our pair of aces, just in case. So our 10 did pop up. What are the odds of that? Well, now we have 4 of a kind. So we'll go ahead and play that, and that'll be enough to get past this round. It's going for a flush, but, 4 of a kind, I'll take it. Alright, so we got a polychrome burglar. So we get 3 extra hands, but we lose all our discards. So I'm not sure if I love that for the green deck, but more hands will mean more money, because remaining hands give you more money than remaining discards. So we'll see how this pans out. We got our golden joker. Go ahead and play. So we have a pair. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. And that was enough. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get Swashbuckler. 4 of a kind pops up, but don't think I'm going to get that again. I very rarely get that. So I am going to get Hermit, even though there are a couple options for things that I do like to get, but money will help us out a little bit more. And let's do a steel card, and I want to make sure that my steel card is not too low because we do have raised fist. So that way I don't feel like I need to keep the steel card to get me an extra multiplier. Let's reroll once. We'll get Constellation. Alright. Vampire. I have a love-hate relationship with Vampire because he's great in that he can scale up your multi really fast, but he also removes your enhancements, and so it takes away some of what you may be needing to build up. Alright. All face cards are drawn face down. Good thing we don't have any face cards, but we do have a flush. That was enough. Got a lot of money there. Alright, Stencil is great if you have a ton of open slots, which we have none, so he will not be helpful right now. Gluttonous Joker, I think we're good with what we have right now. We'll get some planet cards to build up Constellation. Black Hole. Oh yes. Black Hole is fantastic if you haven't seen it before. It upgrades every single poker hand by 1 level. So if we look at our list, Flush is the only one that's level 2. We'll play that, and everything else is level 2 now, and Flush is level 3. However, it doesn't work with Constellation. So if you do play Black Hole, it won't work. But that's okay. I would rather level up all my other poker hands right now than add 0.1 to Constellation. We'll get Director's Cut, so if we come across a boss blind we don't like, we can reroll. And that's straight flush. Won't play that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Golden Joker because with Burglar and getting $2 per remaining hand, we can pretty much scale pretty well. Alright, and we have a straight flush. Imagine that. With 0 discards. The only thing that would be better would be a royal flush. Alright. The idol won't really work for how we're doing things right now. Supernova, I don't think is a good idea, at least right now. We'll go ahead and level up Jupiter, see if we can get some flushes. And I realized that I probably should have gone for Mercury and Pluto because we do have Burglar right now. We are less likely to draw a flush than we are some of our other poker hands. I'm gonna buy the Fool but not use it. And we can't use our, I think it's mail-in rebate, with our Burglar because we don't have any discards. So for right now, I'm going to keep on this path. So we do have a 2-pair. We'll go ahead and play that. Get rid of our 4, so raise Joker will get us a little bit. Good explanation. Answered my question before I asked it. I'm glad I'm a mind reader there. All right. Get Jupiter to keep leveling up Constellation. Let's open up some packs. We'll get our Glass Queen. And we'll go ahead and get the Queen of Diamonds. Reroll one more time. And because we have Constellation, I'll go ahead and level up Neptune. Alright, play only one hand. Oh, because we have Burglar, even though this says we're only playing one hand, he added 3 more hands, which is really nice. I forgot that he did that. Which is great because we drew a high card. Is really what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of my non-clubs. And let me actually... Oh, that's now straight flush. So I don't want to do that. Well, we got through with one hand. And we unlocked one of my favorite jokers. So maybe that'll pop up soon. Alright, so we get Campfire. Gains multi for every card sold. Fortune Teller for every card used, or tarot card. Let's open up the Buffoon pack. We get Square Joker, which is not great for... I like him for Plasma deck, but not green deck. And I don't think that that will be any more beneficial than some of our other Jokers. Alright. Wild card, bonus. I'm going to go ahead and make our 9 of Hearts a gold card. Let me look at our upcoming blinds. Must play 5 cards. Upgrade flush. I think I'm going to go ahead and play. So we have 3 of a kind. So we'll go ahead and play that. I'm going to get rid of all my non-clubs to maybe get a flush. Yes, we got a flush. We also got another 3 of a kind, but definitely be playing my flush. Alright. So we only have 4 kings, so I'm not sure he makes sense. So you get times 1.5 multi for every king you have in your hand, which is great if you're building a deck that has a ton of kings, which we are not. So I normally would go for the purple seal, but because we don't have any discards, that's not going to be great. Go ahead and get the stone card. I'm going to reroll once. We get Burnt Joker, but I feel like he's a little too late right now. And I'm going to play Orbital to upgrade my flush. Because I will be getting rid of Burglar probably sometime soon. So I have 3 of a kind, almost a straight. Go ahead and play 3 of a kind. And we do have to play 5 cards, so I'll get rid of my 2 lowest for Raised Fist. And We have 2 pair. I'll get rid of my 4. And that should be enough. All right. Okay, a loyalty card. So it gets ×4 multi every 6 hands played, and is +10 multi. Let me open my buffoon pack up first. So we get 8 Ball or Mystic Summit, which Mystic Summit is actually could work well with Burglar, but I kind of want to get rid of Burglar, so I'm going to skip, sell Burglar to get loyalty card, especially because it's +10 to the multi. And then I'm going to buy Neptune first to add to Constellation, and then we'll level up our 2 pair. I'm going to go ahead and use that to level up our 2 pair again and add to Constellation. And alright, we do have a negative tag coming up. So I'm going to reroll one more time. And buy those. Go ahead and skip that. And now we have discards again. So I need to make sure that I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and discard those. We have almost a flush, but not really. Especially with our 10 of hearts. Let me go ahead and play a 3 of a kind and see where that leaves us. Alright, and we now have a flush. Let me actually discard those to see if... I was going to see if another heart popped up so I didn't have to use my gold card. But because we do get $1 for every remaining discard, I think I'll go ahead and play what we have here. All right, let's see. Oh man, not cool. Not cool at all. We got Madness, a negative Madness, but he just destroys a random Joker every single time, which is not great in Anti-5, especially when we're building up Constellation, and we do have a couple things that scale pretty well. So I cannot get Madness at this time. I love finding him in Anti-1. Or even in Anti-2. When you don't really care too much about what you have. I'm going to go ahead and get Temperance. And, well, if I had gotten Madness for when I opened the Tarot pack, we would have gotten more money for Temperance, but that's okay. Hindsight is 20/20. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that. We'll go ahead and get our lucky 6 of hearts. I'm not feeling super confident about this run. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to get rid of those. We have almost a flush. Our flush is our highest. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Alright, so we do have a flush. And I think that should be enough. Alright, let's see what's coming up next. First hand is drawn face down. We can upgrade our full house or get a buffoon tag. So I'm going to go ahead and get Venus. Keep scaling constellation. I'm seeing stars, but right now they're the good kind. Judgment, I don't know if I want to get rid of any of these right now for a potential dud in Judgment. So I'm going to make my 5 of Hearts a gold card, and then I'll make my 10 of Hearts a glass card. And let's get lucky. We'll put our lucky cards on our Queen of Diamonds and 10 of Spades. And we haven't played any full houses, so I'm fine not upgrading, even though one just popped up, of course. What are the odds? I feel like I say what are the odds every single game when something pops up. And I have something fun to show you all on Saturday too, when we do a little bit more of our math nerdiness, where I literally said, what are the odds when something popped up. Let me go ahead and see if we can maybe get a flush. Of course not. So we can get, let's go ahead and play 3 of a kind. But that should be enough. Especially because our lucky card worked this time. We got lucky with the queen. Alright. Keep leveling up constellation. Our flush. Jupiter is nice and pumped up right now. I'm going to go ahead and get Mercury. And I think I'm going to pass on all of these. Go ahead and play our big blind. And our loyalty card is active. So whatever we play this hand, we'll get ×4 multi. So as long as it's decent, we'll most likely get past the round. So we do have a 2 pair, which isn't super high. Let's see if that gets us the win with a loyalty card. Yes. Almost double what we needed. Alright, we got Photograph, Chaos the Clown. I'm gonna go ahead and get my planet cards. Level up our 2 pair. Because I'm not sure what I want to get rid of for... But actually, I don't want to skip. Let's use that on high card. Because loyalty card is once every 6 hands, and it will destroy itself if you use all of them, I think I am going to get rid of that to get Photograph. Makes me laugh. Let's go ahead and get Strength to see what he can do. Alright, first hand is drawn face down. Not great. So I'm going to get rid of my lowest cards. And then, let's see. Let's see if I can get a flush. Okay, so we have diamonds down here. So that means that this is got to be our Ace of Spades. So I'm going to go ahead and use Strength on our 3 and our 2, because why not? I'm going to go ahead and play this. That won't be enough because our misprint gave us 0, but that's okay. So we have almost a flush. I'm gonna get rid of those. And of course we didn't get a flush. That's okay. And we have no discards remaining, but we do have 2 pair, and that should be enough. Alright. Level up Jupiter. And gross, Michael. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of misprint just because he can be inconsistent. Go ahead and get some cards. Don't love these. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lucky 8. We could use top up to get 2 common jokers. We'd have to sell at least 1 for that to actually work. We can reroll our boss blind. So let's see, we have a 2 pair and then 4 cards towards a flush. So let's play our 2 pair because I don't think that'll be quite enough, and then hope that we can draw a flush. Yeah. And let me actually get rid of those. And you'll notice that even though I have the ace, I'm playing our lower cards so that Raised Fist will get plus 16 multi instead of plus 6 or plus 4. So it's all about optimizing your math. And even though we have photograph, because none of our cards were giving us adding to the multi, I didn't have to put them in any order. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. So I'm going to sell Swashbuckler and get Abstract Joker. And we'll go ahead and let's play Wheel of Fortune first. Do we think we're going to get anything? I think a big old nope is coming, but we will see. 3, 2, 1, nope! Alright, and then our Arcana pack. Play the Devil, Hanged Man. Let's play Wheel of Fortune again, why not? Hey, we actually got something, and it's foil. It foiled my plan. Wanted it to pop up nope to talk about statistics some more, but it foiled my plan. Let's see. Let's re-roll our boss blind so we have discards. And so we lose $1 for every card played. So we do have to be a little careful. Our flush and our 2 pair, along with our straight flush and 4 of a kind, are what'll get us the highest chips. We don't have really anything towards a flush right now. So I'm going to go ahead and play our 2 pair. Cost me $5. Got $3 back from the gold seal. So now we have a straight. Our straight isn't going to do a ton, but I think I'm still going to play it, and I'm going to make sure to put my 10 first, just in case we get lucky. And that way photograph will multiply that. Yes, we did get lucky with both multi and chips. Or sorry, and money. So that got us through. Got us $20, so we didn't have to go broke. Alright. We can get clearance sale, which it's good that I got rid of Swashbuckler, because when you do use clearance sale, the sell value of all your jokers goes down, and so Swashbuckler works a lot less. It's not as powerful. Go ahead and get our Arcana pack. So I'm going to create a glass jack, and I'm going to use death to convert my 6 of clubs to a glass jack of clubs. And we'll get our jack of diamonds. Alright, violet vessel is coming up. Very large blind. Go ahead and play this. We have a pair, which I don't love. Let's go for... We will have more diamonds than clubs, so let's see if we can get a diamond flush. I'm going to leave my queen of spades. Well, that was lucky. Drew another 4 of a kind. So we'll go ahead and play that. And because we've been leveling up Constellation, our 4 of a kind has been leveled up. And not only did our glass queen break, but our gross Michael decided that we were being too gross for him. So he disappeared himself. So that's fun. We got our Mars, because we had a blue seal left in our hand. Hoping that we can go bananas. Nope. We'll go ahead and get our Baron and see what we can do. Level up our flush some more. And I am going to skip this to get 2 planet cards, since it will help with Constellation. So I'm going to reroll one more time. And yes, we will skip. We'll get Pluto, Saturn. And we are on ante-8. So if we win this, we win the whole shebang. And I didn't even realize it was ante-8, and I would have re-rolled one more time if that was the case. But we'll make it work. Let's hope for the best. I was considering re-rolling, but because we have Photograph and Baron, I don't want to risk getting the plant, which is all face cards are debuffed. So we're going to go ahead and play. So we have a 2-pair, which is not really what we need because our flush is really what's going to get us some good scores. So I'm just going to get rid of, kind of want to keep my jack. That was not helpful. Let's see. We don't have that many clubs left, so I can definitely get rid of clubs. Can definitely get rid of spades. We do have the most diamonds left. I think I am going to get rid of the queen, even though I don't really want to. Okay, so now we have a flush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn those into multi-cards. So we get a multiplier from Photograph and from our 10. Let's see what that does. All right, got us over halfway there, which is good. We have almost a straight, but that's not really going to get us much. It might be, yeah, we definitely, I mean, straight we could work with if we got it. It probably wouldn't get us the win. We definitely want to try and get a flush. and we have the most diamonds left, so let's just go all in. And thankfully, we got a flush. And because we have Baron, I'm going to keep the king in my hand, so we get an extra 1.5 multi, and play these. And because photograph, we don't have any multi in our hand, or any cards that'll give us multi, I don't need to rearrange them. This should be enough for the win, but it might be a little short. Alright, there we go. We won. Alright, so let's switch over to the browser and track this. So, we just ended our game. I'm gonna copy paste values there too. Make sure to copy the seed first. Pew pew! And let's see if I can remember what jokers we had. We had raised fist, we had abstract, we had photograph, of course, constellation, and Baron. See, that's why you always need to pay attention, because I had no idea I was on anti-8. I'm a little tired. I stayed up super late for me last night to pre-order the Switch 2, and thankfully I got one. I was a little concerned when at midnight when I was refreshing and things said that they were sold out, but thankfully once I kept refreshing, one popped up for me. And I got lucky. And I'm excited because right now I have a Switch Lite, and so I obviously can't play that on Twitch yet, because even with a capture card, those won't work. But I should be able to, once I get everything set up for that, I should be able to play some other games on here too. But maybe you guys just want to see Balatro. Maybe you want to see math. I do have another game in mind that we could track some stats for as well, but we'll get that figured out and see. Let's see. We beat the boss blind with a high card, and so we got Hanging Chad, one of my favorites. You went ham with a couple different capture cards years ago? Nice. Any recommendations? On Xbox? Gotcha. Yeah, for some reason I just can't play the Xbox really well. There's too many things going on. More than a decade ago, gotcha. I guess the technology may have upgraded since then. All right, so we unlocked the Abandoned deck. The Abandoned deck is one of my least favorite decks, but it's also a really good one for using Ride the Bus, which is a joker that keeps popping up, keeps trying to get me to play it, but because I like to play face cards, it doesn't really work well. But it works really well on Abandoned deck. All right. So we unlocked a joker, we unlocked a deck. We won one, we lost one. We laughed, we cried, we got some sleep, and we started over again the next day. I think that signals that I'm really tired, and I think that is all that I can do for today. But thank you so much for joining. I will see you all on Saturday for our data stream, and I'm going to show you all what I have been working on. I'm trying to create a mod for Balatro that helps me track data so I don't have to do it manually, which, if I can get it working 100%, would be fantastic. Right now, I do have it working at a basic level, so I will happily show that off. I am a data person, not a software engineer, and so You'll have to give me some grace because I'm just learning Lua to be able to build the mod. And it's going pretty well so far, but there are a lot of things that I don't know, and I'm still working on learning. And so it'll be a learning experience for me, and hopefully you too. And then we'll go through some more complex queries to track some of what we've been doing to try and get some insights. So I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day